Return to Monkey Island, épisode 0. Let's go. Manette ou clavier souris celui-ci? Manette. Alors, paramètres. Yo, enfer en forme ou quoi? Mieux qu'hier? Bah, c'est le principal. De toute façon, tant que t'as pas de fièvre, hein, ça c'est pas infecté, genre. Quand t'as l'infection et la fièvre, c'est qu'il faut pas attendre en vrai. Le retour, Simon. Monkey Island. Voix uniquement. Texte et voix. Laisse du texte, moyen. Ok, nouvelle partie. Mode normal. Singe. Ça passe chez toi, bordel. L'île du singe. Singe Issel.
Take this, LeChuck! Guybrush, come over here, gently now.
Come over here.
My mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
Mais peut-être cette caméra là en vrai.
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off.
En moins de place sur l'écran.
You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Tan, 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 tan. Ah merde.
Come on, let's go.
J'ai plus froid et j'ai plus envie de vomir. D'accord.
Lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
Allô, crâne-gorge.
It's real. Sorry, boys. Could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir.
Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
Prends du Doliprane, tu vois. Doliprane sirop.
Best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
Ah, c'est sans ordonnance. Utilisez le stick gauche. D'accord. Pour parler à Chuckle. Ok, ouais. Flèche droite, non? Pour parler à Chuckle, tournez-vous. Ah non.
What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Incroyable. Utilisez LR pour le stick droit. pour faire défiler les différents objets de votre entourage.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
Comme que j'ai hier à Kyoto, j'ai tout réinstallé, ouais, je vois. Réinstalle Steam. Ouais, bah c'était ça, c'était Steam pété, cassé. Cette clé sur une jambe de bois.
Put on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. I'll bring
Ah, c'est
this
pas les
leg
mêmes
back
touches là.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
On va laisser comme ça parce qu'apparemment le tuto Xbox. Ah et là ça, putain c'est n'importe quoi hein.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
That's where
Le
the
crochet,
outhouse
ah ouais
was.
c'est bon, ça s'est remis là.
Looks
Attention à ne
like
pas
they need a
glisser.
swabby in here. I'll never be the ship's swabby. That is really, really low. It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else.
Tin, tin, tin. Ah une update ouais. Acheter 2 shorts de Scorbut Dogs.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8, that's money. That grown-ups
That's
use.
I
money.
know what a piece of 8 is.
Good for you. You can have a couple of dogs if you give me one.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
Il est en train de nous laisser crever ce bâtard.
You kids better have money.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money.
Donc pour avoir 2 Scorbut, pâte de poulet.
Never mind.
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
Commander un grog. Ah, c'est juste acheté quoi.
It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else.
Acheter des Scorbut, trouver une pièce. Je sais plus si c'est toi ou quelqu'un d'autre qui m'a dit réinstaller Steam.
Did you know
Ouais.
you can keep a scurvy dog
Pas de
warm
problème.
by sticking it in your armpit?
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
Dun, 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 dun,
It's
dun,
locked.
dun,
I think
dun.
I've got the key in my pocket.
Money in my pocket.
Good, you unlocked it.
Incroyable. Ça braque une maison directe. Ah ouais, c'est dégueulasse ça.
I don't see any coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
Tout était cassé dans ta machine ou quoi?
smells the same as the toilet. Please wash hands before leaving outhouse. I don't see any coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that. I'm not touching that gunk. It seems more like something Chucky would do.
I can stand on my head without using...
Please wash hands before leaving outhouse. Where should we look?
all over. Do you see any coins?
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake gross.
Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Okay. Gross.
Incroyable.
I once ate 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
Hey, Chucky. It says you're supposed to wash your hands.
I never wash my hands.
I dare you to take a drink of this.
No way. I'm not doing that.
Please wash hands before leaving outhouse. I thought it was a piece of 8 at first. A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
Comment il va laver ça?
I'm not sure how we can get scurvy dogs without any pieces of 8.
We might have all we need. I don't think that guy can see very well. I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel...
Exhibit removed. Aww. Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
J'ai réinstallé FF10.2. D'accord. FF13.2, FF13. Ah oui, lighting return là.
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
FS, c'est quoi FS 2022? Ah ouais, pendant le DL, t'as tapé du... tapé du film pendant le DL, bordel.
What can we get with this?
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
Il a léché la pièce dégueulasse, bordel.
Right. Just kidding. Here's yours.
Ah ouais, Farming Simulator. Incroyable. Il va taper des champs, quoi.
This is the perfect food. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Une saucisse de yinche, bordel.
I wonder where those 2 people we were following went.
Incroyable, il y a un ratas à l'intérieur du tonneau.
This would be great for apple bobbing. Sounds real. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ha! He's dead to the...
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
Incroyable.
That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, What are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list
Bon, bah,
of stuff to
t'as de
do.
quoi poncer avec tous ces games en vrai.
Expert planner.
T'as de quoi saigner là.
There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
I'll check out my to-do list later.
Examiner l'encre, pâte, choquer à la course, donner à manger au canard. Ok.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example.
This
Did you know
one.
that if you read as much
This
about
one.
anchors as I have? Did
This
you know
one.
that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the
Il s'est
letter
endormi
V
pendant le
was
dialogue,
bad
bordel.
luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice
Il est
a year
infini,
because they
sa
rust.
boucle de dialogue est
So,
infinie là.
somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
Il s'est réveillé, bordel. Vous avez raté une réplique, il vous suffit d'appuyer sur gauche pour consulter la ligne de dialogue précédente. Ah ouais, d'accord.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good
Je
example.
peux te dire les mêmes
You'd know
conneries
that if you read as
sur les
much about
lames à
anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed
Une
to hold
boucle sans fin sur les lames de neige.
combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
I read a lot.
I wonder where this path goes.
Ils ont pas manqué. C'est ça. Dialogue qui t'endort, bordel. Et encore, j'ai mis version courte. Hein.
I'll officiate.
Apparemment, il y a moyen de faire plus de blabla.
Go! Chucky wins!
Woohoo! Yeah!
Darn. You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go! Chucky wins!
Woohoo! Yeah!
Shoot. You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
I win!
Monkey Island. En vrai, ça a l'air d'être pas mal quand même.
Hey, hands off!
Excuse me.
Yes?
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Ah ouais, c'est une...
Did you know you
C'est
can
des
keep a
bâtards à ce
screwed
point.
up warm?
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah.
Gotta run.
How rude.
That's a nice tree.
I'm only pretending to look at the tree. I'm actually spying on that couple by the pond.
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs. Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit? Give it some of your bread.
Don't feed the duck.
Ne pas nourrir le canard.
Do not pick the four-leaf clovers. As if. Let's look for a four-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Maintenez LB et RB simultanément pour faire apparaître tous les objets proches en surbrillance.
I found one.
Awesome.
There was still one left? Darn.
Des hosties, on les appelle ici. Ah ouais, des hosties. Des hosties, bordel. Quand l'autre fille a mis 5 minutes pour raconter sa vie, un truc de fou. Ah oui, sur le cheval là au fond. Incroyable.
Do you want a sword fight with me?
You don't look very challenging.
I want to save 2 scurvy dogs at the same time. Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way. You'll never catch up to my level.
Alors saucisse, c'est du béton.
I win.
Nuh-uh.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Your sword is as sharp as a banana.
I'll still tear you down to size.
Incroyable.
Sure won that one.
In your dreams.
You fight like kids.
La fille en rouge. Tout à l'heure, j'ai failli dormir comme l'eau tremblait. Je pense qu'ils ont fait exprès.
Places you go have scurvy.
Parce qu'il y a une option là. Regarde, tu peux mettre version longue. Et encore plus de blabla.
Dogs with cheese inside. Are we done here? We might not be able to come back if we head this way.
I should throw my coin in and make a wish. Maybe I should throw this down the wishing well.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Avant de formuler votre save, vous devez peut-être sauvegarder la partie de manière à pouvoir charger la suite. M'en fous. Ah, faut que je sauvegarde vraiment là. Je souhaite que Chucky ait une moustache, je souhaite que Dee disparaisse, je souhaite qu'une plante trop cool apparaisse, je souhaite un deuxième Scorbut Dog, je souhaite qu'on soit capable de parler à l'envers. Une plante trop cool apparaisse, non?
I wish for a cool plant.
A plant? What a waste of a wish.
Ooh.
I take it back. That was the best.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Traducteur en verlan.
Having fun?
Who got scurvy dogs?
Those have totally.
Je vais voir le traducteur en verlan, quoi.
I should throw my coin in and make a wish.
Traducteur en verlan.
I wish we could speak backwards. Or what if...
Yes, you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, was it? Yeah, she go.
That was fun.
Oh man, it wore off.
Too bad. You made more sense than usual.
Incroyable.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey kids, having fun?
Yeah.
Who got scurvy dogs?
Il a la même gueule que son père, bordel.
Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop! Oh boy, that takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The
What
Secret
do you
of Monkey
mean?
Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Incroyable. Voilà, c'est la fin du jeu. Ah, c'est des trolls, hein. Première partie, un lieu familier.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins.
Les trolls.
See some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi.
C'est juste un générique, je pense.
Remember me?
Un
Haven't seen
petit
you in a
générique
while,
de
Wood. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know,
Intro.
freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
LeChuck a enlevé ma femme, c'est un maléfique pirate fantôme zombie qui sème la terreur sur les océans. Nous sommes ennemis depuis le début de ma carrière de pirate. Faut toujours qu'ils me veulent meilleures idées, j'ai monté ma propre expédition. Quoi, il a enlevé ma femme? Vas-y.
LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point.
Bon, alors c'était pas la bonne réponse.
He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
Nous sommes ennemis depuis le début de ma carrière de pirate.
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. I'm mounting my own voyage.
I'm mounting my own voyage. I'm mounting my own voyage. I'm mounting my own voyage. I'm mounting my
Well,
own.
I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
Me réchauffer les mains, non?
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
Shouldn't you be on your way to the Scum Bar to talk to the pirate leaders?
I was just about to head down there.
On va aller vers l'intérieur de l'île.
I just came from up there. I really need to talk with the pirate leaders before I admire the view again. Re-elect Governor Carla.
Incroyable.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended. I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
Aller dans l'arrière-salle, c'est ça? La cuisine? Incroyable.
Looks
Putain,
like a
ce...
circus act. Maybe.
Le quotient intellectuel, bordel. Supérieur à 90.
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you? Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Where are the three older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition? Who is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
It's not exactly a raid.
What else would we be interested in?
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a prize of incalculable monetary value.
I don't know about incalculable. Quick, who can count to 0 the fastest?
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
With backing, I can work it out. It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't
Putain, ils vont pas me lâcher un centime, bordel.
Really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
Les rires de bâtard.
Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own.
Les rires de
I can't buy
bâtard.
a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better. How clever. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm
Ah, ça c'est bien ça, regarde, tu cherches du travail. Tu viens, t'écris ton nom sur le tableau, tu rentres.
You look like a guy without many options. You want a job?
Pas de preuve. Où est le problème?
Chuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Absolutely. I'd love to be a swabby. Swabbing is one of my favorite things in the whole world. The restful, mindless repetition, the delicate scent of old soapy water, the proud satisfaction of a sparkling plank.
Okay. Save the strokes for the decks. The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Guybrush Threepwood.
Yeah, that's what I thought. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm afraid I can't hire you after all.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop. Hey.
Threepwood. I shouldn't even be talking to you.
Can I be on your ship if I change my name?
Only if you also change your face. Sorry.
Hey.
What is it?
I'm not Guybrush Threepwood. I just look like him. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes I impersonate him at parties, just for fun. We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. LeChuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Ah, même ça, ils... ils veulent pas de lui, bordel.
What is it?
Come on, let me have the swabby job.
If you were anybody else and you had a mop, I'd hire you. But you're you, so I'm sorry, I can't.
Hey.
What is it?
Are you sure I can't convince you that I'm not Guybrush Threepwood?
Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Expedition to I've got a few coins for incidentals. This has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over the years.
Ah, j'ai loose. Je peux pas me le mettre sur la tête, ça? Non.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Ooh, the name seems to fit even better than it used to.
Cumbar. Cumbag.
Elaine?
Guybrush! Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
You won't believe how I'm getting to Monkey Island.
I've known you a long time. Try me.
I'm planning to sign on to LeChuck's crew, mutiny them, and take the ship.
Oh, dear. Isn't there an easier way?
Oh, trust me, that is the easy way. Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye first.
No, you say bye first.
Bye.
Bye.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end.
On le tract? No?
Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. It doesn't look finished. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally, and historically accurate. The sign says so. They're having a half-off sale. Going out of business? This place is an institution. The International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much.
Free will.
The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way. Think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge.
Chaudron impressionnant.
I've always been impressed by your chair.
Thank you.
What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks. Too bad it's empty. Keep up the good work, buddy. A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. Not for me. Looks like it's been there forever. Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. Green, half off. Blue, half green, half off. Blue, half. It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremony.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing,
Rien que ça, bordel.
or manicuring
Elle demande ça à un pirate, quand même.
person are likewise considered outside the
Que le couteau serve à rien à part trancher des citrons.
Okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat,
Putain, mais on peut faire quoi avec son couteau, bordel?
bag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this
On
product.
peut rien faire avec son
By
couteau.
verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future,
Abusé, là.
throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me. All my merchandise is top shelf.
Can't you at least wait until I say what I'm thinking? It's creepy. A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. I'm not gonna touch it. Not for me. Looks like it's been there forever. Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price.
Green, half off. Blue, half off. Yellow, half of half off. The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
The curtains are for sale too?
Everything.
Green, half off. Blue, half off. Yellow. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle. Hey, Wally!
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
I'm looking for a mop.
This is Maps and More, not Mops and More.
Well, I was hoping the and more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
Best of luck to you.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
The town is pretty down.
Melee, her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
Incroyable.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says Maps and More on the edge.
Thanks. they're like glasses, only way less convenient. Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
On s'est servi, bordel.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
Ooh, looks chilly up there. Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. Ooh, looks chilly up there. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable. It's maps wrapped in maps. That looks like a treacherous void. Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map. Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Jamais acheté une carte déjà utilisée.
Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. It looks expensive. And shiny. I like shiny. Huh, never seen one of those before. Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor. This place has kind of gone downhill. Oh yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now. What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body is fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
It's those three clowns at the back table.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Fine.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you
Il y a des verres dans sa cuisine là.
She's good. No pieces missing.
Kids yet?
Whoa, easy there, Tiger. I'm still in my juvenile phase myself. That's what Elaine says anyway.
Well, tell her I say hello.
you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument.
T'es sérieux là?
You'll keep and use for a
Il l'a fait avec des
lifetime.
cheveux, sa
Well,
serpillère.
let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Il est sérieux là?
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time too, but don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop. Well, it's definitely a mop. Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources look.
It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. And you have a packet of stick-on stars. The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Can we talk about mops some more?
I'm always happy to talk mop shop. What do you want to know?
Never mind. The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey! Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. Well, that's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm going to steal LeChuck's.
Bold. I like your thinking.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
Pleasantly scorching hot. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
Keep up the good work.
Active little guys, aren't they? Looks like a mugshot. The plaque says, in memory of looming sea. I think someone tried to secure a boat with this. It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife. It makes things look bigger. It makes things look bigger. The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old. The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old. Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames. Those three clowns at the back table. Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done. Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memory. Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow.
You look different somehow.
Nice notice.
Schlakos.
Good news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Yeah, I'm sort of planning on hijacking an existing crew instead of recruiting one. But maybe I can spring you anyway, for old time's sake.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like... doors?
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my
Je
number
peux passer à travers les barreaux, bordel.
Watch your boots in here, son.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read. At least the jail is well lit.
Yeah, but the better I can see it, the worse it looks.
How's your day going?
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here!
I'll make it my number 3 priority. It says jail rules. 1. No escaping. Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Okay, don't worry about it. I've already got a plan to steal a ship from LeChuck.
Well, if you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People! People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Melee Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whenever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
HTML5. 26 mois d'abonnement. Incroyable.
Incroyable man. Il est là.
De niveau 1. Incroyable man, il est là. Merci infiniment pour le soutien, branleur. C'est un jeu pour toi, ça. Hein. Abonnement infini, bordel. De Prime.
In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy.
The secret? Boy. That takes me back. The secret about the water. About the water.
Advice. See you later.
Yep.
C'est quoi par terre là?
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
I skipped school the day they taught lockpicking.
Il a séché le cours du lockpicking.
Looks sort of like an eye. I think it's a chandelier.
La serrurière est là.
Hi there, newcomer.
Hi.
J'aimerais bien le faire lui. Je vais pas trop rester pour le spoil. Je vais passer à dire hey yo. Je vais aller game ou Netflix. Pas de problème, Moros.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida.
C'est juste du texte en vrai. Ah ouais, c'est un nouveau jeu là. Hein.
What's that lock?
That's for hats.
What's that lock?
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
Or something?
They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
Je suis claqué.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
What is that? It's definitely not.
What is that?
Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of
Good
course.
night, HTML5. Tiens. Aussi, je vais ronfler en vrai.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Le ronfleman.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep.
That's an impressive
This wouldn't be much of a lock
machine.
shop without a key grinder.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locksmith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes they did, yes it was, and they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
Anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Don't need a new key. Don't need a new
What's to stop
key.
you reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
You
The
don't
numbers are
need a
printed
new
small
key.
enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
Would she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. One that opens all locks.
All locks. All locks. All locks. All locks. All locks.
All at once? Well, how does that work?
No idea. It's just a story. But I guess you'll find out soon enough.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
Are these for customers?
Not technically, but please, help yourself. That charming old guy who mans the lookout keeps bringing them for the parrot.
Thanks. I'll just take a few. Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Can I try out your key grinder?
No. I wouldn't want you to lose any fingers.
Bon, on ne m'a pas trop aidé. Hein. Allez, sauvegarder. Dodo. Good night, bande de branlos. Et à demain pour la suite. Pour débiter du blablabla. Blablabla, blablabla, blablabla. Bla, bla.